Hey Exiles, PoE Academy here. The next gauntlet is about to start, and while I don't want to torture myself by trying to reach level 90 in this event, I still want to grab the free mystery box that awaits everyone who's reaching level 50. Level 50 means that you don't even have to kill Kitava in Act 5, which is the whole reason I even considered this in the first place. Now the only real question is, how do we get past Mavail, Weaver and Piety? Well, the answer is Absolution Guardian. The build uses the Absolution skill gem, which damages enemies in an area and applies a debuff for a short duration. If a non-unique enemy dies while affected by the debuff, the enemy's corpse will be consumed to summon a minion called Sentinel of Absolution. If you already have summoned 3 Sentinels, you will instead refresh the duration and life of an existing one. Absolution got decent buffs in 3.17 and was already strong before. The skill is notorious for its good single target damage. When we throw in other minions as well, we suddenly have a swarm of minions protecting and fighting for us while we can carefully move around and easily dodge stuff. When you follow this guide, you will notice that the tree is very dense and efficient. I'd say that it gets more damage and survivability than most other builds early on, but falls a bit off once you reach maps. But that's fair because we just came here to grab the mystery box on reaching level 50 anyways. Also, if you want to become a better PoE player, follow solid builds, step-by-step guides and all types of other PoE related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. One thing though, you must kill Hillock with Glacial Hammer, as you can see in the background. In the gauntlet, Hillock will have double life and he will also be much faster, which means that when you kill him, half of the work is already done. Just kidding, but honestly the first levels are the most dangerous ones, so don't get frustrated if you die a couple of times, as this will happen to any player and build. As always, you can find the POB with leveling trees in the description. The final tree looks like this. It consists mostly of life, resistance and minion damage nodes when you reach level 50. Absolution deals a lot of damage itself, which is why the build can grab more defensive nodes than other builds while having more damage in most cases. You want to make sure to pick up any items that may provide resistances, but this build makes it even more convenient for you to cap your resistances, as the Holy Dominion node and the Resistance and AMN Protection Mastery will help you to reach this goal much faster than other builds do. When you do lab later on, either pick Radiant Crusade when you already have enough resistances, or else pick Harmony of Purpose, as it provides a source of endurance charges to you and your minions. We do this because endurance charges provide a better physical mitigation than armor does in this gauntlet because of the way armor mitigates very big hits, and we also boost our damage with frenzy charges. But to be honest, you don't necessarily need any more damage, since Absolution will carry you all the way up to level 50 anyways. This means you can focus on high resistances and life rolls on your gear instead of desperately looking for the next damage upgrade like many melee characters do. This doesn't mean that you will skip damage upgrades though, as you can still abuse the lightning or cold damage added to spells vendor recipe with wands. A wand from the recipe will not only substantially improve your minions' damage, but it also makes those dangerous encounters shorter, which obviously increases the likelihood of surviving them. Your early skills are Freezing Pulse and Raise Zombie. On level 8 you swap to the Raging Spirit and Infernal Legion setup until you can start using Absolution on level 12. Keep an eye on ground items in Act 1, as this build requires various socket colors to work. While blue sockets are more important before level 12, you will need a red-red-blue link on level 12 for the Absolution setup. Decoy Totem is your best friend doing gauntlets, and the further you level up your character, the more auras as well as minions that serve as meat shields are added to the build. Now that you know the basics of the build, there's only one thing to remember. Whenever you enter a new instance, respawn your Absolution minions, as they get lost during the transition between 2 instances. This is quite important, especially early on when you aren't guarded by other minions yet. These tips and more are also written down in the notes section of the POB for your convenience. I'm pretty sure you can make it to level 50 when you take on the game slowly, always overlevel your character and just play more carefully than you would normally do. Good luck to you, thanks for staying with me until the end, and see you in the next one.